religion is the biggest problem.
Yeah. Yes, they are the most difficult to get together because it's all in the name of God and it's all a permanent truth.
And the trouble is, they are all religions that originated in the Dark Ages and are on the wrong track.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to correct the religion to speed things up.
They're the last ones to begin to talk to each other and to find a solution. That is absolutely correct.
That's right.
But you wanted me to say something about joy?
Joy and how that helps to bring peace.
Well, it's very, very important. This is something which I have noticed in the United Nations. It is when you have a meeting of the General Assembly. You have these men mostly who are very intellectual. They have many small ideas, big ideas, all kinds of things. And sometimes it becomes to a point that they begin to oppose each other and really to have a mess in the United Nations. And I have taken it as a rule to say that in every United Nations meeting there should be a girl or a woman or a gentleman who would start with, at one point, with a joy or with a happiness. I would like to have happiness be something absolutely essential for the whole world and not in relay. Because when you are happy, then you are fully operating. And it's happening. You have more and more happiness in meetings around the world. And not only happiness, what is even as important as happiness is smile. And it's smiling is the great thing of women. So when you have women who smile, it creates a different atmosphere. So that we have to elevate our efforts to have peace with the concept of happiness. I have induced my wife, who never wrote a book, to write a book on happiness. And she's now quite happy and it works on it. And we ought to have a whole literature of happiness. And in most governments it's put on the side, you know, maybe a little bit no. I think the head of a country should make a speech at the end of the year and speaking about the happiness of the people. By the way, you had recently an example that made quite some noise in the world. It is when they had a meeting of heads of states and they wanted them to have a plan for the future. There was the president of Bhutan who said, "You want me to give you the extent of the economic, whatever is this, complicated things? I don't know what it is, and I don't want to hear of it. What I expect from my people is to give them happiness." And it went all over the world. The intelligent guys, you know, with their brains, they didn't know what to think. This man was right. If my people are happy, then that means that I'm well organizing my country, you know. And not to find out if economically I have the percentage which is declared to be absolutely indispensable if you want to have a good country. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to have the people to be happy. And we ought, I'm recommending very, very strongly that we should, in the whole system of the world, we should give a very big opening to happiness, to smiles, to love, to good things that happen. People take an initiative which might be wonderful, the wonder. And we should not limit everything to economics and to politics and so on. I remember, yes?
You know what? I heard about that too. And here's the story that I heard. I loved it. Same reason you do. But I understand the Indian government wanted to build a dam in Bhutan. And then contribute to the gross national product.
The gross national product, that's the word, which
and they said, Bhutan no longer interested in gross national product.
That's it.
Bhutan interested in gross national happiness.
Exactly. You know, you remember it better than I. Oh my. You know, there's also, I have something which is recent, which happened to me. I don't remember exactly where, but there was a lady who in the atmosphere, in the outside of the place, she said, "Oh, Mr. Muller, you cannot imagine how I liked the great world conference which you had on our mountain, the Machu Picchu or something like this. It was incredible. And the speech which you delivered and the other speeches, they were absolutely marvelous." And then I said to her, "Well, that's very good news. I'm happy to hear it. Do you remember something from what was said there?" She made a face. And she said, "No, I don't remember anything." "What do you mean? You do not remember any proposal or idea which was given there?" And she said, "Well, I'm sorry to say, but I must confess, I don't remember anything." And then suddenly her face bloomed and she says, "Yes, I remember something." And I said, "Well, I'm glad. I remember when you played the harmonica." And since that time, that was about 2 or 3 years ago, I have always my harmonica in my pocket. And even in a government meeting or in the General Assembly of the UN, I will never make a speech without at the end having the harmonica. And they're quite happy with it. Why should we always do it with the brain only? We should do it with the heart.
That's it. The harmonica is for the harmony of the heart.
Well, it's the heart, exactly. Okay, so the Ode to Joy of Beethoven on 10 holes. Do you think you can do it?
Oh,
okay.
not me.
Okay? Good. You even can play, I can play harmonica and you can dance it. Excellent. That's a good combination.
I'll be the dancing bear, right?
Oh, voila. Oh my.